Hello and welcome to our new section on this channel, Game Week News and Review. Every game week, I'll try my best to review the results, the games, and the fixtures and everything happening around them. So let's start off with the Champions League results. Sevilla drew 1-1 with Salzburg. Young Boys defeated Manchester United by 2-1. Manchester United were down to 10 men against Young Boys, who had more shots on target, who were more attacking, and I think they did deserve the win because they were the better team overall, to be really honest with you. And then the main game on 15th, that's Bayern Munich versus Barcelona yet again. And the results were the same. Bayern Munich defeated Barcelona by 3-0. They dominated the entire game, and Barcelona, once they were one goal down, they looked like a defeated team, and that has been the case with them for quite some time now. Obviously, things are not quite as they were maybe 4 or 5 years back at Barcelona. But then again, they did field a young team. They're still a work under progress at the moment, so it will take them some time. But they're still missing that mentality. Right, so Chelsea 1-0 up against Zenit. They could have scored a couple of more goals, I guess, but I think they would settle for those 3 crucial points in their group. Dynamo Kiev and Benfica drew a 0-0. Now let me also just focus more on the game that really mattered, and that was Liverpool versus AC Milan. So last night we obviously we didn't expect a repeat of Istanbul, but it was something which was neither that far and not too close. We started off very well. Liverpool were absolutely amazing. They were on fire. Trent Alexander-Arnold was getting into attacking positions every now and then. We were creating chances. Origi also came close to scoring if he could have found that touch. But then something happened. Salah missed his penalty. I think that was his first penalty miss since October 2017, and and we just got hit 2 goals in I think 4 to 5 minutes maybe, and that was just it. They took the whole game. They took the entire half away from us, and that was something that we really needed to work on, because they were able to find the gap between our defense. Now obviously you had Joel Matip and Joe Gomez starting instead of Van Dijk. Klopp made about 4 changes in the game. Henderson came back in. Joel Matip started on with Joe Gomez and Origi up front, so that was quite surprising, and that may have opened some doors for AC Milan as well. I did expect a tight game, to be really honest with you. That I also mentioned in my preview, sorry. But it just didn't happen. I think it was a classic Liverpool versus AC Milan game, and I think we enjoyed it completely. We were stunned for I think the 10-15 minutes of by the end of the first half. But obviously we are Liverpool. We always fight back, so that was good to see. Another game, Atletico and Porto. Porto really should have got 1-0 and 3 points in the game. I'm not sure what the hell happened, what the referee was complaining about, what the players were complaining about, because clearly the ball just ricocheted off the Porto player and it went in. If you're a goalkeeper and you're coming and chasing the ball, it's either a penalty shout or it's a goal. So there was absolutely no foul that was committed by the Porto players. So God knows what happened there, and I think Porto were robbed for a crucial 3 points, and I would have obviously loved Atletico going down. In the next fixture, and surprisingly, Club Brugge drew with Paris Saint-Germain. Club Brugge had more shots on target and total shots than Paris Saint-Germain, playing Messi, Mbappe and Neymar. I mean, that was a shocker. And even Mbappe getting off injured, so that's again a concern for PSG. But getting that kind of result, dropping 2 points, you'll say drop 2 points even though it was an away game, but with the likes of PSG, with the kind of talent they have, you do expect them to get a comfortable win against these teams. But unfortunately that's not happened, and that's the beauty of Champions League, right? So yeah, that's about it for that game. In the next game, Real Madrid went against Inter Milan and they came out as 1-0 winners. the game was evenly poised. They just scored a goal in the 89th minute, and unfortunately for Inter, they were robbed of maybe a draw. They dropped 2 points, to be honest. So there you go, Real Madrid with 3 points there. And another fixture, Manchester City beat Leipzig 6-3. I did not expect that scoreline, to be honest. I think Leipzig is a great team. No wonder they were able to score 3 goals against them. But there were some amazing goals that City scored out of the box. So I think it's a deserved win for them. I do feel that Leipzig could have been tighter. I think they are a better team than someone to be thrashed by 6-0. Jack Grealish got his first Champions League goal, so congratulations to him. And yeah, we're looking forward to maybe playing them again. Who knows? So in the next fixture, Ajax went against Sporting. They came out as 5-1 winners, and it was a completely one-sided win for them. And if you watch the highlights, you'll just know, because they just completely blew Sporting out of the arena, and they were absolutely amazing. I saw the highlights, so I just I was just amazed that they scored so many goals. So now the game week has ended. Now this is how the Champions League table looks like. In Group A, Man City with the 6-3 win over Leipzig. Their goal difference stands at 3, and they are leading. They're on top of the group at the moment. Paris having drawn against Club Brugge, they are second, and Leipzig with an unfortunate defeat are not only last, but they also have a goal difference of -3. So they need to literally step up now, especially against Club Brugge and Paris, and maybe hope for a draw against Paris as well, or if not a win, to qualify. Alright, so Liverpool won. Atletico drew with for Porto. Again, those were 3-point loss for Porto, not Atletico. AC Milan with a negative -1 goal difference. Group C, Ajax are completely dominating with 5 goals for and 1 against, so the goal difference stands at 4. Dortmund, on the other hand, also won with just 1 goal difference. They won 2-1, and against Besiktas. Group D, in a surprising win, Sheriff won against Shakhtar, which was, I don't think I could have predicted that, to be really honest. And again, Madrid won 1-0 against Inter. Group E, Bayern Munich thrashing Barcelona, and they could have gone more. I think Bayern Munich were sloppy as well. It's not that Bayern Munich dominated the entire game. I think in the very beginning, Barcelona had their moment. They just couldn't capitalize on them, and they were looking like a decent team to compete. But then again, the quality of Barcelona was just not up to the mark to that of Bayern. And Benfica and Dynamo Kiev drew again. Young Boys are leading Group F, and Manchester United are fourth at the moment. Atalanta and Young Boys are the top 2 at the moment, with Villarreal just above Manchester United. There obviously is a lot of games to play, but I think it's a competitive group, to be really honest, with Young Boys getting the win, and Atlanta and Villarreal are no teams to be joking around with, to be honest. Salzburg are leading the group with a draw, and I think Group G is a group where every single team has drawn their game, and no one has won it. They have either drawn 0-0 or they have drawn 1-1. That's just how it is. So it's a tight group. Group H, Juventus won 3-0, and so did Chelsea. They won 1-0 against Zenit. So they both are on top, and if Zenit has a couple of opportunities where they can maybe draw a game with Juventus. I do not see Juventus as the same team as they were with Cristiano Ronaldo. They still have some loopholes that Zenit can exploit, and the kind of performance they put up against Chelsea, I do feel like there is some kind of opportunity for them that maybe they can topple Juventus and make the cut. So let's see. So that was it for this game week, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the efforts put in. I couldn't watch all the games. Obviously, my eyes were glued to Liverpool versus AC Milan. I will definitely watch the highlights, and in case if there's a lot of And if in case if there's anything to discuss, I'll make sure I'll come online and we'll have a conversation around that. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next game week. Thank you.